If you suffer from acne, I have great news for you. We are getting closer to getting two new treatments that are not taking a pill or applying a cream and can potentially solve the problem by eliminating the root cause. Those two treatments are probiotics and an acne vaccine. I personally suffer with acne. Never had it as a teenager, but then adult acne, something I didn't even know existed, happened to me, and I went through all sorts of treatment. I'm talking spironolactone, antibiotics, and now I'm taking isotretinoin. Spironolactone actually worked for me. It cleared my acne, but it would come back. So I would have good skin for a year and then it would come back. And I did that for 5 years, going on and off of spironolactone. I didn't want to take it for life, even though I had different dermatologists tell me that I could just continuously take that drug so I wouldn't have acne again. But I'm just not a big fan of taking medication for life for something that, in my case, it's cosmetic. So I opted for Accutane, which is something that's very harsh. And if you take Accutane or if you read about it, you know, you get all the side effects, especially dry skin. I can't be in the sun, always having to worry about, getting sunburn. But also, I'm right now experiencing joint pain, and that's not fun. So it is not an easy drug. If they can find a way to cure this with probiotics and an acne vaccine that goes straight to the root cause of this problem, this is going to be insane. I would for sure opt for a vaccine or a probiotic treatment over having to take something that's so intense on my body. So let's start talking about probiotics. Probiotics are good bacteria for your gut. And potentially that could be good bacteria for your skin too, apparently. So I have a meta-analysis here from 2025 where they took 15 studies of 811 participants. They found that both oral and topical probiotics like lactobacillus helped reduce acne lesions, improving the skin barrier and lowering inflammation. And sometimes these probiotics even match traditional treatments like antibiotics. In another study here, the people that took these probiotics, they saw a 50% improvement on their acne, and the placebo only saw 29%. So this has great potential. They still need to do more studies and come up with a more concise solution for acne through this route. Your gut microbiome is so important for so many aspects, and understanding that there are certain bacteria that you can take that will fix things that are not related to your gut, like your skin. Like, that's insane. I'm just very excited for the future in seeing how something so easy, like taking a probiotic, could fix something so harsh, like having persistent acne. Now, before you start chugging on probiotics, it's important to note here that the strain of bacteria that usually causes acne, it starts to colonize the facial skin during the teenage years, and then it remains stable through your adulthood. So the best time to introduce the probiotics to fight that is during the teenage years. Now, before we get into the acne vaccine, which is what I'm most excited to tell you about, make sure to like and subscribe so you keep getting more content like this. Okay, so there is an acne vaccine in early stage of clinical trials, and that's to treat moderate to severe acne. So there are actually two different vaccines that are being studied right now, but there's one that's has the most potential, and that's the one by Sanofi. I think that's the name of the lab or the brand. And it began its phase 1 and 2 of clinical trials in April of 2024. They plan to run this clinical trial until 2027. And the way that this vaccine works is very similar to the COVID-19 vaccine. It's an mRNA vaccine that teaches your immune system to target proteins on that bacteria that causes acne. The other vaccine is a different approach. It targets an enzyme that's present only on that bacteria that causes acne. And when they did the studies in mice, it reduced the acne severity by 50% while preserving the skin bacteria that promotes healthy skin. I'm very excited about all these possibilities. The first vaccine we were talking about, the study should go until 2027. That's only next year. So it's not that far, and hopefully everything is going to go good and we can see that on the market. It would be awesome to just have to take a shot and you're done. You don't have to go through other harsh treatments. If, though, you want to start your treatment right now and you're thinking about isotretinoin, or if you are taking isotretinoin right now and you want to learn a little more about the drug, I'm going to put here my playlist on everything related to isotretinoin. I talk about side effects, I talk about how the drug works, and how to get discounts. I also added there my Accutane survival kit, which shows you what products I use, related to skincare or even like other things that will help you manage your side effects. Make sure to check it out. And I would love to know in the comments, would you take an acne vaccine or would you just wait and see how it goes first and you don't want to be one of the first ones? I feel like I would jump on that one right away because I freaking hate having acne. If isotretinoin doesn't work, I don't know what else, like sign me up for this vaccine. I'm ready. I'm going to be there as soon as 2027. I want to know, when is FDA approving this? Because I am ready to have my skin back acne free. I'll post about it as soon as news are out there. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you when I learn some new stuff.